a real threat. So I was born in 1980, so I was right in between Gen X and millennials, so I had both the fears. My biggest fear was that I was going to be stuck in quicksand and then Bigfoot was going to give me AIDS. It never happened. You know, what's that, bud? What? It's all right. I like you guys enough, so I assume it's not a heckler, it's someone adding information. What were you saying? It's a hoax? Which thing's the hoax?
All of it.
AIDS? Yeah, I'm not buying into AIDS very much these days. You know, I fucked like 1,000 guys and I never got AIDS. Just kidding. Imagine someone just trying to prove it. They're like, listen, I'm not gay or anything, but I'm going to show everybody that I don't have AIDS. First thing I'm going to do is fuck Joe Rogan. Why not, right? It's hilarious. I just love revenge Joe Rogan. He's just so small. What noise was that, bro? You hear that guy just went, So how did we all get to this place? For me, it was having kids. You know, I had children. I'm really blessed to have kids. Make some noise for children. Have children. You know, my first son's first word was more. He'd go, more. And so I'm like, okay. So I just start building stuff, and he's like, more. So I take him, like, I used to take him cross-country skiing, and I'd be skiing with him. He's like, more. And I'm like, I am the tiger. You know? He's like, more. And then we come home, and I see my wife, and she gives me a kiss, and he's like, more. So I made another one, brother. And then he learned no, and I haven't done shit since. I just really. But what happened with the trying to figure out what our solar system is and what the Earth is and the globe line and all that stuff. It honestly, one of the big things that happened for me, besides just trying to beat Savanier in a debate, but I'll tell you that story in a second. But what happened to me is my son asked me why the sky was blue, and I was 37, and I didn't know. You know, he's like, Dad, why is the sky blue? And I'm like, you know, cut to 12 hours later, I'm listening to Crow 777, like, that dude's awesome. Give it up for Jason, too. Let's go. Those guys have some gravy. You know, once I became a Crow 777 radio member, and the second hour is pure uncut gravy. It's amazing. They get to talk about the real shit. It's fucking awesome. All right, so there's a lot of nonsense going on in the world. You know, I used to live in Los Angeles. Yeah. And I was in the entertainment business, and everybody used to always do nonsense stuff. Like my one buddy was like, "Will you do a walk?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's go for a walk." He's like, "For skin cancer awareness?" I was like, outside? You know, it was like, yeah, outside. Wow, I'm like, it's fine. So we did the walk just to let everyone know skin cancer exists. And then later, I remember Halloween. This is one of the first times I realized I had to leave Los Angeles. We're all out for Halloween. Me and my buddy were both wearing sombreros. I was Jose, he was Hose B. We're a two-man crew. You know, the same guy that asked me to do that skin cancer awareness walk comes up to me, he's like, "Excuse me." And I'm like, "You talking to Jose or Hose B? We're in character, you know?" And he's like, "I'm talking to you, Owen." And at that point, I knew this little bastard was serious. So I was like, you want to get a sombrero? You know, we can be One Direction if we get a third guy. And he's like, "You can't wear that sombrero, white man. That isn't your hat, that's their hat." No. Right? And I was like, "What are you talking about, man? How am I supposed to be Hose B if I don't have props? I don't look anything like Hose B." And he's like, "That's cultural appropriation." And I didn't know what that meant because I'm fun to be around. I'd never heard of it. And I looked it up, and it basically means when like one group of people adopt adopt something from another group of people, and it only is when people with white people do it, all right? So, I thought about it, because I don't like pissing people off. I was like, am I offending people? You know, all the Hispanic people at the party had no problem. They were like, oh, it's fucking hysterical. I'm like, yeah, well, this little Jew over here has a problem with it, you know? And, it's true, he's a little Jew too. And so I started thinking about it. I'm like, should I take off the sombrero? No. Because if anyone needs that size brim, it's the whites. Because the sun is not our amigo, ladies and gentlemen. And I started thinking about it. The whitest people on the planet have the smallest hats. Jews, right? So these Hispanic people with beautiful brown protective skin, so that the sun doesn't affect their skin, they have all this brim. And the Jews, these little pale guys, have these tiny little hats that look like they should be like swim caps for kids. So I propose the Jews and the Mexicans switch hats, and that's how we cure skin cancer. That's right. Talking about real solutions. Now you're walking the park, motherfucker. Switch hats. I tried learning Spanish. You learn a lot about the world when you try to learn another language. You know, Crow Triple Seven was talking about that. They had a whole episode about language. You know, and I was hanging out with some of my Mexican buddies, and I was trying to impress them with my new Spanish knowledge. And of course we're looking at the moon. And I'm like, El Luna. And they're like, La Luna. La Luna. I'm like, well, why isn't it El? I'm like, what does L mean? He's like, duh. I'm like, what does La mean? He's like, duh. I'm like, what am I missing here? He's like, the moon is feminine. La. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, the moon has a pussy. Well, that's what he's saying. You know, I'm one of those old school people that think gender isn't chosen by your whims. It's whether or not you have a penis or a vagina.
Right.
Yeah, sorry, Caitlin. When Caitlyn Jenner wins Woman of the Year but hasn't been a woman for a full year. You know? It's like, don't you have to be a woman for a full year to even qualify? This monstrosity is more of a woman than my wife, my mother, the people that create life. This old track star freak wants to chop his cock off and play make-believe. All right. So anyway, La Luna, and I started staring at the moon, thinking about it. The moon is very feminine. Everything about it's female. It's got a 28-day cycle. No, it's true. 28-day cycle, just like a woman, right?
Yep.
You know, NASA spent trillions of dollars to plant a flag on it, and then you found out they fucking lied. You know, it's like wolves howl at. They're like, oh, what you up to, girl? You know, drives you crazy. You know, you want to write poetry to it, it makes you insane. It needs its space, but it's always there watching, always listening, but needs its space. Goes dark a few days a month, acts pretty crazy, but don't bring it up, just get through it. You know, that's a woman. And then I've been a big fan of the animal, the bear, for a long time, and so I was trying to impress my Mexican buddies. I'm like, La Oso, the bear, and they're like, El Oso. I'm like, bears have dicks, bears have dicks. The bear is a masculine animal, and it makes sense because he's big and he's hairy, he's trying to do the right thing, but he ends up just killing a ton of fish. You know? And then I was looking at my house, and I've been through a lot in the last few years in the comedy world. It's been pretty crazy. And, you know, when you start saying anything remotely true, they try to humiliate you and kick you out of their little clubs. But I still was looking at my house, and I was like, I bought that house from jokes, or as the Spanish say, hoax. And I was taking pride in that. I'm like, that house was from just me being funny. Like, I'm that funny that I have like acreage. That's from me, and I'm like, yeah, La Casa, or El Casa. I fucked up the joke. And then I realized that Casa is La Casa. It's not El Casa, that's my wife's home. She made that a home. That's my wife's house. And if I fuck off like a big bear and she kicks me out, I'm forced to live in El Apartamento. Would you guys rather hear music first or do a little Q&A first? What do you guys want? Music? I'll play you guys a little music. I won't keep it too long. I gotta figure out what nonsense sound they put this on. It's like, what is this? Yeah, the pedal is, I'm gonna fix the pedal. I don't need the pedal, but
the pedal needs you.
Thank you, man. No, there's no pedal, but I can make the pedal work. You know, no one even thought to plug in the pedal. There we go. All right, here we go. We got this, and now we have this. Thank you, man. Hang on, let me change the sound real quick. Oh God, we really are at the Flat Earth Conference. Everything is alive. Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Dubay! I'm just joking. This sound is called Lonely Moon. Did anyone care to think like, hey, you might want the sound of a piano? That's fine, we can have fun with this. 66,000 miles per hour. They say the sun, the earth is spinning around the sun at 66,000 miles per hour. Water finds its level on a globe. Did I just blow your fucking mind? Welcome to Grabber Football, ladies and gentlemen. Here we got NASA coming down to the 33-yard line, Tom. Looks like Buzz Aldrin is hammered again. Open, his mom's dead. Welcome to Grabber Football, the only game where everybody loses every time. Here we have the Seattle Warhawks against the San Francisco Sodomites, Tom. Here comes the Tampa Bay Bolsheviks. Oh, they're doing a Bitcoin toss at the 50-yard line. Only one autistic kid can see the coin, Tom. Oh, here comes Joe Biden to smell the kid's hair. Oh, Hillary Clinton just killed everybody in the stadium. Welcome to Grabber Football, the only game where everybody loses every time. Here comes Netflix to debunk the flat earth, ladies and gentlemen. I never even watched that. People were asking me about that. There was something called like Behind the Curve or some shit. Why do you guys even watch Netflix anymore?
We don't.
Like, don't even worry about that shit. They're all liars. They're all just let it go. All I do is watch Little House on the Prairie. This is, whoa. Dude, this is the scariest Christmas song ever. Guys. I'm trying to find a sound that's remotely like a piano, but instead everything is like, okay, to understand this next sound, you have to be on a lot of DMT. That's pretty cool. Dude, I want that to play every time. Every time I make eye contact with somebody. contact.
My final countdown.
Oh, this is like, yeah, it's like, welcome to Crow 777. The rain falls on the penis. That nigga stole my bike! ¿Dónde está mi bicicleta? ¡Al negro, robo mi bicicleta! I'll just do it. I'll kick off a Q&A in a second unless I find something. Yeah. What is this? This is fucking, they're full soundtracks. Hang on. This is just me pressing one note, listen. I am Neil deGrasse Tyson. I just stole Owen Benjamin's bike. El negro robo mi bicicleta. One second, I think we're gonna find something here. More social programming has been done to that song than any song in history.
Final countdown.
Shut up!
Shout out to Ace McLeod.
Am I being punked by Logan Paul?
That's not funny. I resemble that remark.
That kind of works. All right, so
Doogie Howser.
I'll play a song. This song's called Every Relationship from a Man's Point of View. Here we go. Why are you mad? What did I do? Why won't you talk to me? We just woke up. I can't think of anything I could have done. Did you have another bad dream about me? You had a dream I cheated on you, and now you're mad in real life. Well, guess what? I had a dream I was getting raped by a clown. I'm not mad at clowns, 'cause I know it was just a dream. If you stay mad, that means you're crazy. Here's a song called Every Relationship from Inside a Man's Mind. 8 inches squared per mile. We should probably see a curve. It's just not even about the relationship. If it's spinning 1,000 miles an hour, how does a plane land? Good morning. What do you think the moon is? It's not even.
Nobody knows.
What's that, bud? It's made out of what? It's made out of cheese? That's more accurate than NASA. Could be cheese. It's made out of pure uncut gravy, just pure Colombian gravy. I used to have this band called Coldplay back in the day, because they had this song called Yellow. You guys remember Yellow? It went, look at the stars, look how they shine for you. And women and homosexuals are like, me. Everything you was all yellow. And then I realized I had some respect for Chris Martin because he's one of the only people in history as a rock star who admitted it wasn't about anything. You know, he was on Howard Stern, and Stern's like, what's that song Yellow about? He's like, yellow? I was trying to make me mates giggle. We were watching the telly and recording an album, and I was like, look at the stars there, yellow, and they're like, all right. And then we wrote it on a piece of paper, and then we sold it, and made millions of dollars. And Stern's like, yeah, but you're saying some true things, like stars are yellow. He goes, stars aren't even yellow. Maybe in a Christmas card, but not in reality. They're blue and white, but not yellow at all. And if you think about how many songs are lies, you know, like how many songs were just nonsense. I'll give you examples with just the word yellow in the title. Yellow Ledbetter by Pearl Jam. You guys remember that song? I used to love that song, and then I realized Eddie Vedder doesn't speak any English. This is my impression of Eddie Vedder singing Yellow Ledbetter. Ready? On the sailor, on a Porsche, her,